Okay, good, good, good. Who else is here? Oh well. So yeah, Joey, did you take a look at that yen? Looking good, right? Let me go. See here, this is pound yen, and we are exactly, well, the TL is way up, but big level 4,000. It's where we got stopped. And if you look at the fib, is exactly 61%, right? So it could be a point of uh, return. Hey Edmundo, how are you? So be ready, be ready. Anything can happen. Like I said, this is a station, right? If anything happen in pound and the pound all of a sudden start getting strong, then it's a different story. But I don't think that's gonna happen. 90% of the chances that the pound is gonna get weaker because pound index, remember, it's at the TL, big TL. So problem from both sides. Yeah, Muhammad. I just started. Yes, because remember, I forgot to put a note when I sent out the invitation because I had today 1 hour, uh, you know, daylight time saving. Yeah, so we went back 1 hour. Usually this time it's like 5 o'clock, but now it's 4 o'clock. Yeah, the same thing. You guys have like maybe a week ago, right? Time change, and we are like now, yeah, last week, right? So now we are both the same thing again. I think 3 o'clock is the one that the time is gonna stay London open time, 3 o'clock in the morning. Or now it's 2 o'clock, I guess. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like two o'clock now. 2 o'clock Eastern time. Anyway, okay. So what I was saying. Oh, okay. So yeah, yen index is the one that we're supposed to pay attention now. So let me show you. This is just keep in mind, keep an eye on this one because it was open. So I'm gonna make it a new one though. It's 4th October. It's an old one. I'm gonna make a new date and everything, a new chart, and then send out, right? But yeah, 4,000 is the one that it got stopped, and it is at 61%. That this could be to the downside. Like this whole thing is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then so that makes like leading diagonal to the downside is wave one. Then up here is wave two. The wave three is gonna start, and then maybe out of that, this wave 1, 2, and then big wave 3 will be coming to the downside. Then wave followed by wave 4, wave 5 to the downside. That's one scenario, and the Elliott wave is always subjective. You can always find and say that this way and that way. It's just a matter of measuring and the levels. That's what important is, right? And I 100% agree with that. You should be ready for both sides. It doesn't matter what technicals are saying, that when the fundy comes, that decides where the market goes, and then we follow the market. That's it. 4,000 is a big level. Can we break it and go to the TL? Of course, all the time that happens, right? But the chances, more chances, what we look for is that we weigh both scenarios based on the fundies and then situation, the current situation, Brexit, Boris having hard time, it's a lot of mess there, right? So it's not good for pound unless you can say you can come out and say that yes, we have a deal, we cannot leave the zone, we will leave the zone with a very good deal in hand. Then I can say yeah, pound is gonna get strong. But until then, um, it's not a good scenario for pound. So now, on the other hand, yen is the one that we have to pay attention to. So let's go take a look at the yen. and yen index, yen profile. I will open and then I don't know what kind of fundies were out there before last week about yen, but we will go over technicals and then we will wait for fundies to come this week. Now this is a weekly chart, but look at this. This is the one that I'm looking at right now, and this is the one I made. So you can see this area, this 53.38. A couple of candles went above that, and then we went to 53.60. What is let me move my pan here from here. 53.61, right? And then okay, hold on just a minute. I'm just moving. What happened here? Where's my pan go? Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on just a minute. I lost my question answer. What the heck happened here? Oh man, where is the question answer pan? It disappeared. Okay, maybe here. Oh, finally I got it back. Okay, now we are back to Scott. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so we got the extension right, but we keep getting extensions and after extension after extension after No, not when the computer is not frozen, but see the question answer pan it just got disappeared. So I was worrying about I wasn't able to see the questions coming in and all that, so I got confused. But it's back now, and let me see. Audio is good so far. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So now I'm back. Okay. So you see, this is how it is, and we went up there 53.61 couple of times, touched, we went very close, and then we have now. You can call it, a lot of people call it, the candlestick formation. See, classic formation called spinning top, spinning bottom, right? Two dojis. The bigger wicks on the top. That means it's a reversal towards the downside, right? But I see that we still have, if I pull the fib from this candle, we almost touch, the last candle touch the TL, but this is not the right TL. That's the thing. The right TL, the official TL will, I have to take this candle, and we have a little room here. Are we going to fill that gap? Maybe, maybe not, right? So it depends. But if we're not going to go and fill that gap, and we will be going down, then the most important number is 53.38 for now, and keep an eye on that. And you can put that number, maybe it's like open this 20-minute chart, right? And then you have 53.61, couple of time touch, drop, 53.38, we went below, all the way down to 53.19, bounce back, testing 53.38. Very classic movement right here, right? and it's like ping pong between these numbers, very very calculated. So we're gonna just watch that. 53.61, 53.38, we are back there, and 53.19. So now we know that the price went up there, and then we are just below the TL, and we can make a turn and drop big time. And if that happens, then yes, we're gonna be all the yen pairs gonna be dropping. One of them we just saw, pound yen, and then also the monthly chart. Monthly chart looks like this. I made this word also, excuse me, yesterday, right? So TL is right there, and if we start coming down, then maybe this time we're gonna bypass 50 to 52, and 50.68 would be the one. But of course 50 to 52, then 51.40, and then we will see. That's just like wishful thinking, right? So first thing first, 50 to 52, if we can go back there, if we can stay below 53.38, and which I think that very very good feasible scenario for now, and hopefully we are going to do that. So if we do that, yen pairs will be dropping, and pound yen we already saw how it looks like. And then how about USD yen? But let's go take a look at the USD first. And USD, let me show you the old charts. For example, this one, October the 3rd, I made this chart, right? And right now this is how it looks like. I have to change it first, right? Smarty. All right. Okay. All right. So that chart, here's this, right? So that October 3rd, only one candle were there, and I said we're gonna drop, so we drop up all the way down here, right? Exactly the same place I said we're gonna be coming. And the other chart I made, yeah, this is the one, right? So the next day, that was on the 3rd. This is on the 4th. I made this is diagonal, this area 0269 and rising TL blue, and I said this is gonna be the target if we drop straight down there, and exactly there we are now, right? A kiss of the TL. Even actually a week before that we did that. We tried to go up, but then down. So now I said my previous chart was said, okay, if we're gonna break this, and hopefully we're gonna break this and then come down to 0004, right? So this is gonna be the ultimate target. Now notice that last Friday we had NFP, which is a big news, right? And what really happened after that? Nothing. That's this is what happened. If we were here, and then after the NFP, basically we dipped a little bit more, right? The 33-minute chart. Remember this setup when we were here? I said we're gonna drop, so we did, and nice and clean. And so far we are continuing going to the downside, and 0219 is not too far from now, from here, right? So good chances that we're gonna continue going down. So if we do that, it's like gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little bit to the downside, and then we might retrace one way or the other for one reason or another. Maybe coming down here, and then maybe ABC. Again, Trump still have the magic wand in his hand, so somebody need to take it away and break it, right? So this is what the USD is doing. And now if yen start to get strong, then what will happen to USD yen? Let me show you that last Okay, where the heck did it go? If I may, last week on Friday, this was the trade. Okay, let me show you. We got all these were the trades. Okay, this is the one, USD yen, right? Now notice that it is on the 31st, and I made this chart on no, hold on just a minute. I think I'm gonna find it here. Too many folders, too many messed up things. Is that the one? Okay. Now this is the chart I posted on the Telegram also, right? Detailed chart that this is what's happening. The weekly chart is supposed to keep coming down, and then we have a short setup here, right? And if we start to work out right from 0364, then EU, GU, AU, and NU up, and you see UJ and UF down. So UJ was I was expecting, and then following the 31st, 30 was the entry the next day, and the 31st, that's where this is the one happened, right? Now what I'm going to show here is this chart, which is going to be good for the long time. And I kind of messed up the charts, man. I have to clean this thing up. It's too many things, and I just get confused. All right, UJ weekly chart I made, and it is like this, right? So you can see that the chart before that I made was this. So I was expecting it. So on the 24th October, I said, somewhere there is going to make a turn and start going down. The downside is based on, of course, USD and yen both. And of course, this triangle here that, this D just got, somehow here, but this dip is the D, right? So A, B, C, D, E, D, and E are usually small, and that's what it is right here. So after that, the price drops, and then like a continuation towards A, B, and wave C. Wave C will have 5 subwaves in it, and all those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah. And out of that, you can see if this is what it is, then maybe this wave 1 and small wave 2 and wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5 will come to the downside, and this will be from here to here equal to maybe this to this, and that would be nice and clean correction, and equal size of wave A, B, and C. B is big and wide, and yeah, it's supposed to be like that. So this is I made it, and this would happen, and this supposed to happen. If I'm right, this is the pair that you can really nail and make a lot of pippage from now on. This would be something like this if I'm right. Maybe not, but these are the USD, yen. That's what the scenario looks like. So keep this chart intact. I'm gonna make it again, and that's 31st October I made, and then I wanted to send out. I think I did send out on the Telegram, but I don't remember. So even if not, then yeah, keep an eye on it. And am I connected, by the way? Everybody's quiet. Just want to make sure because I lost the pan, so I don't know if I'm seeing it right or not. Anybody? Edmundo, is everything good? All right, thank you, Sam. Thank you for confirming. And where are the others? Yes, man, yes. We just started now. Okay. Okay, good. So everything is good. So now, after this, let's go take a look at this. Pound yen is on 4,000 level, and here you saw that USD chart, USD yen chart, right? Uh, that's the one that I'm looking at, and I already started acting upon it. And USD weakness helped me already. Plus yen. So now yen, we're gonna go back there. I forgot to show you USD monthly chart. But anyway, it's all down. It's showing the downside big time. So let's see if really that's going to happen. So this is, yeah, yen monthly chart, yen weekly chart. It looks very promising to the downside. This is a big sign of a reversal, right? And you can see nice and clean three waves, A, B, C kind of correction just below the TL, just below the strong big level. So if it start to come down, how are we going to look at it? This is how it is on a 20-minute chart. This is like, it's very nice. So 1, 2, all the way 3, 4, and then 5. We can say here, right? And then A, B, C correction, not clean, crooked wave 5 down to the downside, but A, B, C correction is pretty nice, clean. If we stay below 53.38 and start to go down, so you want to watch that on the 7-minute chart. Refresh it when the market opens up, and then you remember right now at 5 o'clock when the market opens up, that would be Asian session opening up, and Asian session is the one that where pound, I mean not pound, what am I saying? Yen can really move because it's an Asian currency, right? And the most strongest one. So now is about the movable one. So 53.61, 53.38, and 53.19. These are the ping pong that we are playing in between, right? Hitting that, coming down all the way 53, and then going up 53.38. So if we start dropping, all the yen pair will be dropping definitely. So how about other pairs? For example, if we go take a look at the Nuzi is getting strong. What about CAD yen? CAD lately start getting weaker, right? So if really yen is going to get strong and CAD is gonna getting weaker or going to get weaker, then in both scenarios we should get some very nice decent short setup there, right, on a higher time frame. That must be cooking there. So let's see if that's true. The weekly chart is this. We already made a reversal last week. The last week candle was a total reversal from what level? That's the question. There was no level here. Yeah, these were, but they're not touched here. And what about monthly? Okay, so basically, okay, I would say that this was the one, this culprit here, right? 82.69. 82.69. If we can put 82.69 here. 82. Not really. 80. 82.69, and even then we had something more. 82.12. This one we don't have. I don't have it written, but it could be the one. 82.99. So very close by a couple of these numbers, right? And into that area, we making a turn in 80 to 30. We are at now. See this low here is very important low here, and it is 82.12. And if you look at this on a 33-minute chart, 82. Well, we have a very nice, beautiful long setup right now played. In place, but I don't think that is gonna be working out. Yeah, 83.38. That's, do we have any 83.38? You have 80. See this high here, 83.20. Yeah, yeah, Edmundo, good job. So 83.20, I just saw it when you mentioned. I saw that one. 83.20 is the one that we can say, maybe that's the one that stopped it, right? 83.20. It has to be a number, otherwise, it just don't stop randomly. It has to be a number. See, it's right there. Half candle up, half down. The reversal candle I'm talking about, that's always gonna be the case. So at the level, have the reversal candle. You have a reversal candle close below that, and then after that a downside move. And right now, if you can see here, so this is the one. We are there, right? So if I'm right, and if yen is gonna be just dropping right from there, then we should be dropping here, right? But like I said, that we have a little bit of gap there. If yen index try to go up and touch the TL, we may bounce and go back and then make the double top one more time. So we need to be very careful. Okay, these are little things that you have to pay attention to, and if not, then for no reason you can lose maybe 10, 15, 20 pip, right? But if we can just be patient and watch, based on the the reality, the scenario that we look at it, that there is the TL not touched, there's a little gap there, pair trying to make a turn, but job is unfinished, and if it try and the market was closed and may something may happen over the weekend, and then it may just try to go up and touch the TL before dropping. So if that's the scenario, we need to watch that and understand it and stay away from it, because if it goes up, it's no reason to go up behind it, because it's going to hit the brick wall, the TL, and then drop anyway. So you just might as well just wait for the next move, right? To the downside. So when that happens, that it starts, we're gonna get it. So this is what is cat and newsy. Well, we can take a look at that. But how about EJ? Let's go take a look at the EJ, then look at the Aussie yen and New Zealand, because those two were getting strong last week, but Aussie dollar is shaky. So I'm gonna show you later on. So let's say that euro yen, if that is, even though my take last week was that euro is gonna get strong, but the problem here we're facing is that yen is at the TL ready to drop. And look here, this is again the third candle could not go above 21.15. The big one that got pushed back down, and then we had another week just there, standing there, and then coming down and closed below it, and then the last week as well we closed below that number. So 21.15 is the key number. If you can look at from here, this whole thing on a maybe we can take a look at the daily chart, if I have any daily chart open here. No, so we can make this at daily for a little bit. All right, here. So if you take a look from here to here, this is the move, right? So what do you see? All right, now not very calculated. Of course, again, if you go by, remember, if you go by this, harmonic pattern calculation and all that, that's one thing that it's a lot of them out there, very calculated. So they're a good pattern, right? Even then, sometimes a very calculated setup or pattern wouldn't work, right? And sometimes they are not there. The calculation is not there, but the idea is there, and then it works out well. And this is like a move to the downside, then ABC correction back into the reversal zone. This is the idea of not harmonic pattern but Elliott wave. This is the scenario that we have a move to the downside, and then we go back in 3 waves into the reversal zone, 61% or 78%. So we were a little shy of 78% and above 61%, but the problem is that we had our big number there, and that is the one that's stopping it probably, right? So if this is the number that will stop the move, then we probably gonna drop, and it looks very nice and clean, like a harmonic pattern. But the calculation is off, but I'll still consider a very good pattern. And there we go. So keep an eye on 2115, very strong number, and we are getting stopped by it. And if yen start getting strong, boom, this thing is gonna drop, right? So where the heck it gonna go then? On a monthly chart, you can see initially, my take was that yen was getting weak. If yen gets weaker, but the thing is that I was expecting euro to get strong, but so far it's not showing any sign. So the initial target was here to the TL. If we go to the upside, yeah, no big deal, right? If we go to the upside, the question is if we go to the upside. But let me see, where's 2115? Just mark here as well. And this is a very, very important key number for this pair, and for a lot of other pairs, basically, because this it's not only this one, but this will decide that, yeah, what's happening. Yen is getting strong, euro getting weaker, and then we can take a lot of other pairs accordingly, right? So yeah, this is where what do you have here, and if we're not going above this, then forget about this target. So we're gonna be coming back to here to the downside on one of these numbers, right? So and if you look at from here, that what happened. Yeah, no, I'm gonna draw a new fib from here to here, right? So now you can see that we touched the 61%, we bounced and we went up to 23% line. So when usually that happens, then we do what? We go back to 78% to make a girdle pattern, right? Or maybe down all the way to this rising TL. So even if you look at that scenario, then yeah, we are coming down, and we will go down. If we stay below 2115, we might be coming down here 78%, which will be, if there any number, 105. Let me see, 121.15. 105, 106, 105, 106. On a monthly chart, can be 9 is this. What is this low here? 105.41. Okay, that's what I was looking for, right? 0541. Okay, so if we the downside, this could be the target. And this is coming exactly around. You see that 78% is coming exactly there, right? So yeah, if we stay below 121.15, we continue to the downside based on the euro. I mean yen is strength. If yen strength is coming or not, then we can see it very nice and clean. And what about euro then? But we will take a look at the euro later. First, let's see if yen is acting, and then it's coming down, and what will Aussie do? So Aussie yen, what's there for us to take? Okay, Aussie yen is this. You see? So now again, USD. Heck is this here?